All right, let's get going. We just get this going here, babe. All righty, welcome. Welcome to Valuable Assets TV and Podcast. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going live trying to do it all at one time. Welcome to Valuable Assets TV and Podcast. Hello, my name is Victor Arocho, where we discuss all things infinite banking, financial knowledge of the wealthy, and how the end asset process has changed my life and many others to reach financial freedom at any age. Proverbs 22:2, the rich and the poor have this in common: the Lord made them both. I'm a Christian. You don't have to be a Christian to be able to be controlling your money, making sure you're leaving an inheritance. Um, but this is what I do, and this is what I believe in. It gives me strength. Hey, whatever higher power, whatever you believe in is good for you. I am your host, Victor Arocho, a privatized banking specialist. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just go to Victor Arocho. You'll see some of my logos. My TikTok channel, which I do quite a bit, at least 3 times a day. Go to TikTok, Victor Arocho 83. That's Arocho. On Instagram, you can get me on Debt Free Victor, and also you could find me on Facebook. I also have a podcast coming out on Apple. Please subscribe to it. It's going to be Valuable Assets, Valuable Assets Podcast, Victor Arocho, and you'll get a lot of tidbits there, interviews with other entrepreneurs, interviews with some of our Better Wealth coaches. So please, let's get excited. Let's get excited to make a difference, and let's learn what only 5% of the country learn. And this is educational. I am telling you right now, this is not an investment strategy. It's a tool for you to create and generate investments. So let's get going. So in this video, right, we're going to discuss when life insurance is set up and is used properly, it can give you more options and enhance your future cash flow, especially during retirement. Please stay to the end. I got a free gift for you to get you started. So let's get a key takeaways. One, what are the key takeaways? Let's talk about the 2 pillars of retirement cash flow, which are what? Losses and taxes. Number 2 takeaway, volatility buffer. We're going to explain what a volatility buffer is and how that can help you ease some of the losses during your retirement and on your way to retirement as you're taking money out for retirement. 3, how infinite banking and the asset process is an effective way for saving for retirement. 4, you're going to get a free. You have access, which will stay to the end. I'm going to give you access to free retirement cash flow handbook and a key takeaway workbook, so you can work together. You could read it and get a better understanding. This is educational purposes, so I can help you, or someone can help you, and grow and teach you the things I wish I would have learned 30 years ago. The ability to set up a free strategy call with me, talk about your situation. There's no commitment necessary. There is no charge for anything. It's just trying to get you online to get you to where you would like to be in the future financially, especially if you're not 100% sure where you're at today. We're able to show you to do this and how to generate the right policy, the right structure for you without you spending any more money than you're spending today. We utilize your current debts and expenses to be able to help you create wealth. So let's get started. I already told you about myself. So now, what are the losses and taxes? Let's talk about losses and taxes. Okay. So I wanted to show you a little, let's see if I can find it here, but losses and taxes. Think about your 401k today, right? If you have a 401k, you're putting money away for savings. I mean, that's where I know where money people right now are hopefully saving. They're thinking the matching. So just think about it. My 401k, and we've stopped contributing because I've been building our own banking policies within my families. My 401k's dropped 30–40%. I can't gain that back. In 2008, or was it the 2018? It took 5 years for the S&P to return. There was an article that the gentleman said they don't think that the stock market is going to have a problem for the next 20 years. So number one, retirement. If your sole purpose of retirement is your 401k and you're not looking for other assets and other ways where you're intentional and you're controlling your money, you may have a challenge. Now, my question to you is, do you think taxes are going to go up or are they going to go down? Especially with all the money we're printing. Look at the inflation that we have today. Most people, 98% will say taxes will go up. So if you're putting money in a 401k for retirement, you're depending on that money and you think taxes are going to go up, what do you want to pay? You want to pay taxes on the seed or the harvest? So you're putting tax deferred. I get it. Tax deferred money. So you don't have to pay that tax on it today, but it's going to grow so you can pay it later. So you're going to pay more and more taxes later on than you're paying today. And if the way the volatility is going up, it's going down, what are you going to do? When you don't have enough money, the rule is you should have enough money put away where you can take out 4% of your retirement funds for the rest of your life and live on that. If you have $1 million, that's $40,000. $40,000 minus taxes. It's going to leave you with $25,000 to $30,000. Are you going to be able to live on that? Now, we're going to show you different ways about, so taxes, losses. I told you about losses. You can never regain. Once you lose money, you lost the power of compounding interest. It doesn't compound over and over again. That's the beauty of an infinite banking policy and the asset process. Your money, once it's built into a well-designed, overfunded, high dividend paying policy, is growing 3 to 6% for the rest of your life, and you have access and use to that money with no penalties, no questions asked, no credit checks, nothing. Okay. Now, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not any of that. It's just your ability of where you're storing your money in the bank, using it to get assets, in the 401k, hopefully that I could have for retirement, in your overfunded policy where you have a life policy to leave for your family to take care of any funeral expenses and so forth. But at the same time, you're able to use that money today. So that's number one. Number two, taxes. Again, we talked about taxes. Taxes are going to keep going up. Now they can change it. Taxes started in 1913. The beauty about in 1913, they started at 7% just to get started. They're not 7% now, it's 15 to 30%. Everyone thinks they're going to be making less money in retirement. That's not necessarily true. So you may be getting taxed at ordinary income when you're taking that money out. Meanwhile, you grew it, you're all excited, but you're getting taxed on way more money than you did when you put it in there. Okay, the losses are hard to regain. Now let's go volatility buffer. Okay, let's say you have we do a custom design policy for you, right? And you have cash, you built cash of value in that policy over time. You may have a $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000. Depends on how we design it. The earlier you get started, the better. When's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the next best time? Right now. Do you think taxes are going to go up? Yes or no? 98+% taxes are going to go up. So you need to start doing something right now. And two, taxes are going to go up. When you build when an insurance policy is specifically designed for early cash value, right? That money grows tax-free and it's protected. And every time you utilize those funds, it is also tax-free because you're using it in the form of a loan. It's simple interest, piece of cake. But now think about this. Let's say you're going through a few years and all of a sudden you're in retirement and it makes no sense. The power of compounded interest, right, is compounding year over year, right? Well, if you have your money in 401k, you want it to keep growing. But when you take money out of it, less of that money grows. In a infinite banking type policy, okay, your money continues to grow regardless of what you borrowed against. It continues to grow and grow. So if you're having if the market is not doing well, don't take money out that year. You're able to take that money out of your own policy. This way you preserve that money and give it time to catch up. You can utilize that tax-free so you can have that money, okay, and you can utilize it for retirement. The beauty about building this valuable asset is to create other assets so you could have additional income coming in, okay, passive income coming in at retirement and not depend on Social Security, which may or may not be around, not depend on the inflation of your dollar. So think about it. Everyone's happy they got $1 million, $2 million in a 401k. Well, what's it worth today at 8, 9% inflation? The next piece is, how is an effective way to saving for retirement? Super simple, right? You're putting your money away and you have access to it. So that money continues to grow and you're able to go and buy additional assets. You're able to utilize that money. And so when you turn, I believe 65, you can start taking money, or 62 and a half, you can start taking money out of your 401k. But as you're taking that money out, that money doesn't continue to grow and you have to pay taxes. If the market is not doing well, why not use the cash flow in your insurance policy? That is the key, right? Use that money and leave that money in there because it's already dropped. So you want it to wait till it can catch up. Utilize that money, borrow from that money, right? And when you borrow from that money, all you're doing is paying simple interest. I mean, if you got $1 million, you're taking out $25,000. I mean, at 10%, that's $2,500. Half of that is $1,500 in what you're paying in simple interest, so you don't let it compound. That's a lot less than the taxes, the 15, 20% you can pay in taxes. Okay, so it's a key component to help you during your retirement time. Free retirement. Okay, so now the last piece I want to leave with, I want to show you what we have here for you so you can go. And I'm just trying to give you tidbits and sorry about that. Tidbits on retirement cash flow. So here's what we want to be able to provide for you. So you can go through this and you can see the dangers that we just talked about. Okay. So you have losses here. We have 5 retirement strategies that you can utilize. Number 1, 2, 3, pension maximization, backfill, so you can use it and you can get interest. And we have a summary and you can set up a call. I'm also going to provide you with the key takeaway. So while you're going through that, you can go through some of the notes. Okay. And then I would click on my strategy session, right? And you'll be able to, let me just get you here. All righty. So if you can see that, if you click on any of the links, you can go to the strategy session. I would listen to End Asset Matters masterclass by Caleb Williams and Dominic. He is the CEO. You can book a strategy call with me. We got some testimonials in there. It tells you about the education, how the process works. You got access to the handbook. You have some financial industry experts. So my function right now is to educate, to teach people what I didn't know about. And I want to help as many people as I can. Now, I wish I did, and I would be in a different circumstance. And my circumstance is pretty good right now, but I had to get myself out of it over the last several years. But if I would have back then, things would be super, super rosy. But maybe that's what I was meant to do. Maybe I was meant to go through that journey to be here to help you. So my name is Victor Arocho. This is Valuable Assets TV and Podcast. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Victor Arocho. Go to TikTok, Victor Arocho 83, Instagram, Debt Free Victor. I am also getting an Apple podcast. It'll be an Apple podcast. I'll give you some teachings. I am here to help you in any manner that I possibly can. This is my destiny, right? You help as many people get what they want, will help you get to where you want. I want to give back. I want to give back. I want to give back. I love coaching. I love teaching, and I love business. And I love to be able to help those that were not put in the same position that others. I wasn't born wealthy. How can we change our story? How do we leave a legacy for our children's children? Proverbs 13:22. Victor Rocho, Valuable Assets. God bless. Peace. You have a great day. Live your life intentionally.